Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, now Carr on the move to his left. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The Raiders at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed it, it would have been a pretty long night.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
We talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Jackson throws on target to Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here in Vegas. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down, Jacobs once more. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Now Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And they work this run upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's going to be caught by Judy. Touchdown! Jerry Judy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens 14, Raiders nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A 4-yard gain. He brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by John Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They got a man downfield. It's Duvernay. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 53 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Ravens 21, Raiders 10.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Carr now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He's a gain of 29. That's good.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Carr now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Right back to Dobbins on first. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would admit that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Jackson now. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Raiders 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The first boot. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Here's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 30 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Ravens 35, Raiders 20.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ajabo racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down. It's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Carr again. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Ravens 42, Raiders 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Carr going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. You know, this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now Carr. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To try again after the sack. Carr.
Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Carr will look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
13 yards. First down, Ravens.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
The kicker on.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score. Ravens 56. Raiders 33.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
we'll see how this affects their playoff standing.